Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense with the scoop and score. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
It's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking for a crease. It's Hankerson. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State 14, Georgia Tech 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to... Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that lap.
Ball is free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought the defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
3:25.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Now the play fake. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the toss. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Seminole. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's got great speed, and the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch at the 10. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, Florida State 28, Georgia Tech 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking for room. It's Hankerson. And he could not get loose on the run.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job.
Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Florida State 35, Georgia Tech 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
To kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
Looking for a huge play. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
That makes the score Florida State 42, Georgia Tech 7.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Now on the option. The pitch. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's McCoy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Maddox. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From the gun, the ground game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Got it, looking for the 1st down. At the 35, he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field.
Let's go.
Direct snap. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Fights off a defender. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Florida State 49, Georgia Tech 14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Jackson gonna throw it. Dumps it to the back. Got his man down the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37th.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Makes his connection. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Got it in the middle. It's Hankerson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't...
They stripped it out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll come out throwing on first down. On target over the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. On the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pressure coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And he was...
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Gets it out fast. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah.
Oh, look out! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Jackson will throw. He's got his man, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Trying to find his man on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Maddox. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays.
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Okay, ready?
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. The 50, the 40, at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to Brown. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Little touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The back goes in motion. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He'll toss it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
The give to the tailback. Bounced off his feet.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down and shoot. And I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and they convert. Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
36.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll let it go down the right side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Jackson will throw. Time to take a shot. And he grabs it at the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. Got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Try to get it to the edge. Running with power. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.